Not gonna need this one today. Sorry, I've been watching too much Ryuki. Hey guys, Seb here. Today I'm going to be working on the HGUC Delta Plus in waverider mode. As a huge fan of the mobile suit design, I couldn't help but feel disappointed with the proportions. The shoes feel too wide, the waist length feels kind of off, and I feel that the legs could have been longer? And I am grateful for the closed fists, but they look too long. But the waverider mode? My god, is it beautiful. Despite its sleekness, it has a lot more presence than I thought too. It feels taller and wider than the MS mode, and seeing it this big in person, I'm pretty excited to see this in master grade form. The instruction prioritizes the assembly of the MS mode, then much later shows how to transform the kit by doing some disassembling and part swapping. So I cross out any unnecessary steps. I decided on a matte finish for this kit, which means during surface treatment, I finish at 800 grit sandpaper. As I work on sanding each individual part, I still keep careful track of the kit's construction. When detaching the leg, I noticed that it can collide with the sharp corners of the back skirt. Now, this is definitely going to come up later during the final assembly process, so I write a small note to myself to attach the back skirt after attaching the legs. Legs first. Yup, legs first. I write notes like this down because, well, a build like this on average takes me around a month, which is definitely enough time for me to forget. Then I continue using sandpaper to get rid of any warping and sink marks. If you're interested in learning about sink marks and how I deal with them, I'll put a link to my video in the description below. Next, let's talk about seams. There are some seams that I don't want to take care of honestly. And by honestly, I mean actually filling them in. Taking this one for example, I can sort of make it look like a natural panel line by scribing a new line on the other side. Fraudulent? Nah. Then the nose, I guess? This edge here felt way too thick. But I wasn't sure, so I googled fighter planes for reference. And yeah, the ones that I did like had pretty sharp edges, so I decided to thin it out. Yeah, that's much better. Now that I'm done treating all of the parts, I spent some time carefully clipping them. And now I get to paint. I always start off with a layer of neutral grade to check on the surface treatment that I did. If it looks good, I move on to the main color. If not, I stop there and sand and then spray again. But for this build, I'm a lot more forgiving, so this step went by pretty fast. For the main color, I wanted a warmer blue-gray. I don't know if warmer is the right word for it, but I added some yellow into this color after looking at the novel version of the Delta Plus as a reference. For complete accuracy, I would have added a lot more yellow, but I like how this one turned out. And to add some flair, I gave it some marbling effect using the dried up wet wipe as a filter. By spraying a lighter color on top, it creates an interesting pattern that I can't stop looking at. God, it looks so good. For the frame color, I opted for a brownish gray to contrast with all of the blue. Now this would be the perfect color for IBO's Gundam frame. Then I get started on final assembly after giving the paint a full week to dry. During this process, Tamiya's Craft Bond was the MVP. This is slowly becoming my go-to for painted parts since it's water-based and doesn't damage any of the paint film. The hold isn't as strong as cement or superglue, but I don't move my kits around too much anyway. especially with this kit in its waverider mode. The Delta Plus is now complete.